Halo, halo, grand rising to my gods and goddesses, gifts and grace to my ancestors, ashe to my spiritual guides. I am God's will, the lost heir to the forgotten throne, here to gain back everything that was taken. So, yeah, so today I want to talk about some shit that happened to me a while back when I was trapping. I used to trap, you know what I mean, perks and shit like that. Well, pretty much a lot of shit, but at this particular time, I was selling the pink tins. They was like pink Jones. Um, I was getting like 60 of them every month from this lady and shit. And I would grab them every month, and she would also like be like a booster or something. And she would like still, name brand clothes and all that shit. So I was locked in with this lady for a good 5 6 months, and then out of nowhere one day I can't. I did my usual. I grabbed the tens off of the perk tens. I get the tens or whatever. Normally, you know what I mean. I don't have to, really do too much research on it. I'll look at them and then I'll be like, oh, all right, got the prescription bottle and all that shit. So everything was legit. But this time, I get them. I open them up. I take two of them from the rip. I was taking perks at the time, so I take two of them from the rip. Boom. I take them. I get on a bus. I go. I'm on a bus and shit. I go take a little trip to go take care of some business and shit. And on a bus ride, I'm waiting for the perks to kick in, but it like it didn't kick in, but like I didn't get no high feeling. I just was smiling from ear to ear. Like I felt it good, but it wasn't no perk high. So I'm like, damn, I can't stop smiling. Then it went from me smiling to me licking my lips uncontrollably, and I still got to smile. So, boom, about an hour go past and shit. I do what I had to do, and I come back from where I left to. I get back to the block, and I'm sitting there, and I'm like, yo, I can't stop smiling. I can't stop licking my lips, but I'm not high. Like I'm not high off the perk, so I like this ain't right. So I started to look at the pills and shit, and I'm looking at them and like I'm doing my research on her, and I'm like, oh shit, these joints look like the pink tins, but they not. You feel me? So I'm like, what the fuck is it then? You feel me? So then by the time I started doing my research on them, I was already starting to get the effects from the pills, like I wasn't right. Like I couldn't close my mouth, my tongue hanging out my mouth. I can't put my head down, and like my head was stuck back and my tongue was hanging out, and it felt like I couldn't close my jaw. My shit was locked open, and when I did try to shut it, I had to push my fucking chin up to my motherfucking like try to shut my mouth, but it wouldn't shut. And when I did shut it, it felt like I was gonna swallow my tongue. So like I'm like, yo, this shit ain't right. Like I gotta fucking go to the ambulance. So my folks called the ambulance for me. They come and get me. They asked me what the fuck is going on, like what you do, and I told her like I took some perks from somebody, and now this is happening. I can't close my mouth, tears running down my eyes, my jaw locked open, my head stuck hanging back. And they like, oh shit, you having a reaction to some pills that wasn't Percocets. So they like, damn, the symptoms is showing that they was heart pills, like heart medication and shit. You feel me? But they looked at like exactly like the pink tins. So I'm like, damn, this this bitch done fucking uh uh sold me some fake tins. You feel me? But I was doing business with her for like 5 months, so I wouldn't expect her to do no shit like that. But what she did was she took the perks out of the jar and then refilled the jar back up with the heart medicine in a regular perk jar. So me doing business with her, I'm thinking, oh, this is it. Like, I mean, I'm getting what I'm paying for. So she burnt me for the bread, and not only that, she gave me some shit that almost killed me. You feel me? So after I get back and shit, like now I'm like calling this lady. I'm trying to find her. Can't get in touch with her. She ducking me and all that shit. At that time, like, you know, I knew her son would come around and shit for my folks because he liked her and shit. So he came around one day and shit to meet up with her, and I'm like, yo, bro, like, I'm trying to get in touch with your mom and shit. She did some fuck shit to me. He like, damn, well, what happened and all that? I tell him what happened. I'm telling him like, yo, bro, you gotta call your mom. She gotta pay for that shit. She gotta do something. You feel me? She tried to kill me. He like, oh, bro, I ain't got nothing to do with that. Oh, you got everything to do with this. So you gotta figure something out until we get in touch with your mom. So that was the case for like 3 or 4 days until his mom came through and was like, oh man, she tried to like repay it and all that shit, but you can't repay that shit. You feel me? But other than that, man, I let this shit slide and I learned a valuable lesson. It don't matter who you doing business with and all that. If it ain't, if you don't do your research and start checking up on the things that you getting from people and all that, and you can't really trust them, even though they build that trust report, still be mindful and still do your research. Don't just trust anything somebody tell you. You know what I mean? Like, it can be, uh, it can turn out worse than the situation I went through. You feel me? Just off of trusting people and shit like that you doing business with. You know, it could have been it could be deeper than that. Like it's more to the story, but I'm just giving you like the basics on what could possibly happen doing business with people and taking pills and all that shit. So be mindful. Do your research. Don't just trust anything somebody tell you and you know, don't let nobody play you as a fool. Like, don't let nobody manipulate you or cast illusion over you. You feel me? That's a little message. So, take heed.